I have been asked, how can you live like this? I mean, really? Well, my reply would be, how can you not? So I've had this metal art idea kicking around in my head for several years. It was originally kind of inspired by my wife's cousin. And they live in a community up near Phoenix where a number of yards in their neighborhood are decorated with items like what's been spinning in my head. Well, I've been pondering it off and on for several years, and then been telling friends about it. Yeah, I got this idea. I don't know if I'll ever do it. Well, one of my friends, who's kind of on the thirsty side, has started providing me with some of the basic materials for this project I've been thinking about. Yeah, I wish there was kind of more of a color variety, but I can make these work. So I've been working on this concept drawing, transferring it from my head to paper, and I think I'm getting close to having it dialed in what I want to do. I've even started scrounging together some of the basic materials for it and started the layout process, and I have no lack of material to do this project with, as you have already seen. So let's scrounge up a little more scrap laying around here, and let's get started. I've got to start out with some torch work and welding, but we are a bit on the breezy side today, and the desert is bone dry. In fact, we're going to be under a heat watch later this week, triple-digit temperatures. So I'm probably going to have to do this work really early in the morning before any kind of breeze picks up. And that will contain the sparks all right around here in my outside work area, just in the gravel, and not get blown out into the hinterland and create Dante's Inferno. So I've got to grind this shiny metal. I'm going to weld this seam up, and then I've got to start cutting some rebar. You know, that blends in with all the other crap around here. You can hardly see it from the background. So now I've got the basic little tree established. The next thing to do is get the torch out, start heating certain spots on the rebar branches and start rolling them, bending them this way and that way. And then I've got lots of stock left here, and of course a big pile behind the shop. I might weld on a couple of satellite branches, form some leaves. I've got some flat stock here I can form leaves out of. I'll just see how this transpires. I'm just doing this out of my head and off my little sketch as I go. Sorry about my cluttered background canceling out the main object of the video, but I've got all of these individual branches bent about where I want them. That's looking pretty good. Got one bottle. Unfortunately, it's got a concave bottom in it, so it doesn't sit straight. And my beloved wife with her artist eye is thinking, you know, brown and green bottles ain't gonna cut it. We need color, and she's the color expert. So temporarily I'm gonna use these green bottles, but we are gonna be on the hunt while we're out estate sailing and thrift storing and secondhand storing and all that kind of stuff, antique shopping. We're gonna keep an eye out for different colored bottles to augment this little tree. Over here, you see I've been peeling off labels, but I'm not going to get too anxious about that if we're going to be hunting for different colored bottles, and I'm trying to get the paint off of this one here using a little citrus strip and mineral spirits. I don't know how successful that's going to be. Here I've got an old barrel hoop. If you watched me a while back build that little trailer dolly for mounting to the front of the pump jack trailer, I disassembled an old pump skid, and this was part of that. This is what held the 55-gallon drum down to the pump skid. Well, it's already pre-bent. So I can cut this to size, weld this on in a few spots, probably, I'm guessing 3 at different heights, you know. And then I am going to, I've got some sheet stock outside. I'm going to hammer out some leaves and weld onto this, and that'll just add a nice touch to the whole thing. Well, forget the thrift stores and antique shops. My wife remembered that she had some different colored bottles in part of her art supply stash in her studio. So we raided that after lunch today, and she had just the right bottles that I needed. I've got to squirt some juice and peel some labels off. She also found this guy. right here. And I'm thinking, I'll have to open up the middle and drive it down the center stem, but I'm thinking something like that to add a little variety and decorative flair. So I'll open that up and slide it down the main shaft here. And then I will work on cutting that up, creating a couple of leaves and attaching them on there. And then we'll assess the whole affair. Well, that little decorative element looks really good. I'm beginning to think I don't need to add upper branches and hammered leaves. I think that might be a little too much. I'll have the boss come out here and throw her artist eye at it, see what she thinks. But I'm kind of liking it just the way it looks. Okay, this is the final version. Nancy came out, looked it over, had a couple of suggestions which I agreed with. The center stem was too tall. The bottle sat up here by itself away from the others, almost a distraction. So I cut the center stem down, and then she said it'd be a good idea just to bend it a little bit between these two. And yeah, much more convincing. So she's out right now in the front, picking out a spot where this is going to go. And then what we're thinking is, rather than me getting out a jackhammer and busting through a caliche layer, and literally, I mean, the jackhammer's right there. That's how I plant stuff around here. Going through all that hassle and then, you know, having to dig a trench and run underground irrigation water to it. We got plenty of live plants and trees out there now. Now we're going to finish off that front with metal art decorations like this. So that's going to be ongoing. But I think this turned out really good. Well, that was a fun little collaboration project with my wife. We do stuff like that from time to time. I'll get an idea, I'll share it with her, and then she'll go, yeah, and then add a little augmentation, you know, from her extensive artist background, and then boom, we got yard art. That was fun. Turned out pretty good. Took a couple of days to knock that out, and it was all with stuff we had laying around here. She dug into her stash a little bit. Of course, I have my stash out here. And between the two of us and our friends that donated some bottles, we got a nice little bottle tree out there. And so now she's already thinking we need more to add to that. So we're going to come up with ideas of creating more metal art to put around that, because we've got plenty of live plants out there in the landscaping now, and we are constantly battling the javelina because they like to come in the middle of the night and dig things up, eat the roots, and leave a big hole and a mess. So, you know, if they uproot this metal art and eat that, then I'm pouring concrete, painting it green, calling it good. Well, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. And welcome new subscribers. Man, I don't know, the algorithms must have awoken to my channel, because a lot of you have been joining here in the last week or two. And thanks for that. I hope you enjoy the content. Stick around. A lot of my existing subscribers, we do a lot of bantering in the comments. So feel free to join in. And so, yeah, what's next? I don't know. We'll see what pops into my brain or Nancy's brain or both of our brains, and we'll go from there. Bye, everybody.